Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another videos. Entry Rabiot to Manchester United. Is it happening again in summer? Let us wait and see what happened. Of course, but last summer, Eric Ten Hag wants him, right? Eric Ten Hag wanted him as a squad member, and we even have a discussion with the Andre Rabiot's agent, which is his mother. But things didn't go, as a plan. We signed Casemiro. It was very lucky to have a Casemiro, not to sign Andre Rabiot. But it is happening again. It's like according to some reports that they suggest Manchester United is trying to convince Andre Rabiot to come to Manchester United next summer. In the summer for the next season, and Eric Ten Hag wants him. So let's talk about that. Okay, so this is coming from the Fabrizio Romano. He says Manchester United are interested in Andre Rabiot, whose name is being discussed internally, right? The player will consider his options at the end of the season. He has a proposal from Juventus. His dream is to play in the Premier League. We all know that he wants to play in the Premier League because we wanted him the last season. And then sport witness and keep from the French journalists that they have a report that Eric Ten Hag has spoken to Andre Rabiot in the recent weeks to try and convince him. Manchester United wants to get a deal finalized as soon as possible, as Eric Ten Hag wants the plan his squad for the next season. So at the end of the day, at the end of the reports, we want Andre Rabiot, right? When you look at a chance to sign Andre Rabiot, so in the summer, it's free. To get Andre Rabiot as a free is a great deal. Believe me, it's a great deal. I love Rabiot. Okay, I want him as a squad member. It doesn't matter whether he starts or not. I want him as a squad member. I'm at the moment. I assume, according to the reports, that Eric Ten Hag wants him deadly either, because I think we obviously see the performance from the PSG, from the French national team in the World Cup. I think he could be a great choice for Manchester United in the summer, because we have around 100 million budget for the summer signing, and we need to sign a classic striker. It's quality and quality striker, world class striker, and world class midfielder. So if we cannot able to sign a world class two player, so there's no way we can sign two world class player for around 100 million, right? So we have to sign one player with the free, which is Rabiot. Could be the great option for Eric Ten Hag and Manchester United, because this is the kind of player what Manchester United and Eric Ten Hag need. Of course, he's not the same level as a Frankie de Jong, but he could be a great choice and free. Okay, and then we might try to sign McAllister or Caicedo for 60 to 70 million. I don't know, but we need to sign around two players, two midfielder. It has to be one world-class player, and one has to be a squad member or who can challenge the first lineup, places with the other team member. That's why I love Rabiot. I love to see Rabiot under Eric Ten Hag. Rabiot can be a great choice. However, there's one thing that bothers me a lot. Not only in coming summer, but also the next summer. I was not convinced about it. That is, negotiation with his agent, which is his mother. We all know that Veronica Rabiot is Rabiot's mother, and he is is this right? Veronica Rabiot, right? She's she's taking responsibility for his son, as an agent. So we have to deal with a lot of things. Absolutely no team want to do a complicated transfer, which is very difficult to negotiate. That's why PSG let him go. That's why Juventus is a very struggle to sign him, even though now they are offering the new contract. That's why no other team want to sign Andre Rabiot, even though they like him. So that is the most bothering thing for me. It is very difficult to negotiate with the girls. To the woman, and not because they are women, but because they are really seriously very hard to make a deal. So when you watch, when you look back Mario Icardi situation, and his wife is doing the agent thing. His wife his agent, so that's why Inter Milan didn't want him. Okay, that's why Inter Milan let him go. That's why PSG let him go. So this is the most bothering thing. Now Andre Rabiot is earning around, it's like 180k per week at Juventus, and it's like they're gonna demand like a 250,000 pound per week, or like around 200,000 pound per week. No way, no, absolutely no way. I'm not gonna take him. Free transfer. Andre Rabiot is a great choice, but not around 200,000 pound per week, not around like a 250,000 pound per week. No way, no, I'm not gonna take him. Okay, there is a big issue for Manchester United which have to be immediately fixed. Is the wage gap between the players. Imagine Bruno Fernandes is one of the most important player for Manchester United, has been showing his performance since he signed for Manchester United like a 2020 January transfer window. He earned around 200,000 pound per week, and Anthony Martial, who spent on the bench a lot of time, who been injured a lot of time, is earning around 250,000 pound per week. And Jadon Sancho, who has been earning around 350,000 pound per week. Think about it. David De Gea 375,000 pound per week. Harry Maguire 200,000 pound per week. And then Anthony Sancho earned around 220,000 pound per week from Asia. When he signed for Manchester United, it's straight up into like 200,000 pound per week. How is that work? Our bench goalkeeper, and we even loan him, and around 120,000 pound per week. How are we gonna let this happen? It is a big issue for Manchester United. We have to fix this. That's why we have to start fixing with the new incoming players. When you want to sign Andre Rabiot for 200,000 pound per week, I'm not taking this. I don't think this club is serious about the wage gap. They everything has said according to the reports in the last summer, so they are gonna fix the wage gap. How are you gonna fix the wage gap? Trying to give Andre Rabiot around 200,000 pound per week at least. The reason I said at least because he's earning around 170,000 pound per week at Juventus. So if he is negotiating, his mother is negotiating with Manchester United, she gonna demand like at least 200,000 pound per week. No way. Even Virgil van Dijk earn like 220,000 per week. We're not gonna let this happen, right? That's why free transfer, Andre Rabiot, Eric Ten Hag left in. Rabiot is a great choice for Manchester United, because nowadays the players who is showing the decent performance is gonna be like 70 million pounds for transfers like this. So free transfer for Andre Rabiot is a great choice, but however I'm not gonna take him like around 200,000 pounds per week. No way I'm gonna take him. So I don't think Manchester United should consider to sign Andre Rabiot if they demand 200,000 pounds per week. That is so harsh to take. I don't think Manchester United should sign Andre Rabiot. But if not, Rabiot can be a great midfield for Manchester United. Imagine like a Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Andre Rabiot, and Caicedo and Eriksen. It's gonna be a great choice, So, but I want to know what's your opinion on this, reports. Do you think Manchester United should sign Andre Rabiot on a free transfer, of course, but on around like 200,000 pounds per week? Make sure to comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.